Welcome all traders to their daily look ahead. This is where we take a look at gold, the dollar, and the mini NASDAQ to find out what types of trades we can take the following day. But before we dive into the charts, make sure to like and subscribe so that more people can enjoy this content. Hello traders, this is the outlook for April 23rd, 2025. Let's get started with gold. Gold going on a little bit more of a pullback than I was kind of planning for. We had it pulling back, but then about right on down to here and then pushing back up. But now it looks like gold's going to pull back a little bit more. So we're going to look for possibly a pullback target to about 32.39 before we start to see gold move back up. We do believe gold will move back up, but we may have a little bit more of a pullback here before that happens. So I would look for any pullback to continue to the downside today. Switching on over to dollar. Dollar looks like it's reaching a top of channel. We may have some fluctuations here at this channel. May go back up before it goes back down. But again, we're still looking for a continuation to that downside target down here. Now, it can whip around here. It could either go clear back up to here. But again, we're looking for when the signals are given to go to the downside moves, that dollar will continue to the downside. Next target we're looking at may be reached today about 97.70. Okay, so keep your eye on these levels. They're starting to get close to some big levels down here. Okay, and when that happens, you get a lot of movement back and forth as you begin to hit your target down here, this support zone. You start to see price start to level off and you get a lot of up and down movement. So you got to be careful when that begins to happen. Bitcoin went and hit our target, so it's at the top here. What I'm doing right now is I'm watching to see if it breaks this channel. So if it breaks this channel, I'm looking for a retest. So breakout, retest. Then I'd look to go long to the next level, which is going to hit around 99.95.4. Okay, so that's the way I'm looking at Bitcoin. I'm watching it up here. I'm seeing what price is telling me it's going to do next. So far, it looks pretty bullish, but we could get somewhat of a pullback here before we break out. So be aware of that, a possible pullback before a breakout, then the retest, and then off we go to the races. So I'm looking for kind of we're at a certain level right now. So we had this going up, reached the target. So our target was right here at 92.5. It reached that target. It's pushed up a little bit more to channel. And so now we're seeing what it does here, channel. So this is a time to be neutral. It's not the time to put on a trade. It's time to be neutral. You can risk a trade here to the short side. The risk is very low. But I'm seeing still strong bullishness in the move until I see something that's more kind of getting a bearish tune to it. I'm going to stay neutral on it until I see that and decide if I'm going to go short or long. But again, I'm giving you the long side of the move. If we break out, then that's the way I'm going to play it. If we hold here and we start to roll over, I'll go short on Bitcoin down to previous resistance. Probably gonna hold the support. That's about 88,640. So those are two ways I'm looking at it to see how it plays out. But right now, I'm kind of on the side that stocks and indices, Bitcoin go higher, and then what happens? We get a reversal. I'm going to be showing that to you here in the next charts. So I'm going to go to NASDAQ next, okay? And we're looking at NASDAQ. This is the daily. We are in a wedge on the daily, and I'm trying to figure out, are we going to break out or are we going to hold the wedge and break down? So this is kind of the way I have it planned out here. I'm going to go down to the 4-hour chart, okay? And this is the way I'm going to look at this, okay? So right here, we have the wedge, which is in yellow, and then we have the channel, which is in green. And yesterday we talked about this possibly going down further, then pushing up. Well, it held this position inside candle and it went long. So we were able to take longs at the breakout of this channel, and it went long, and we were able to take advantage of that breakout move. Now we're at a resistant level, and we're trying to see is this telling us it wants to go higher and break the resistance, to come up here and break this resistance? If it does, we're looking for the retest and the breakout for that up to a level of about 2021. Okay. So we're looking for the trade in here. So we've collected profits on this move. We're neutral right now. We're waiting to see what the next step is. If it's going to pull back here, then break out, or is just going to break out, pull back, and push further, or if we're going to hold here, roll over and die and go short side. I don't think the short side's in play just yet, but I believe it's coming, and that's what I'm looking for. So when we go out here on the daily, I'm looking for that retest of this channel up here. See this channel right up here? I know we had a previous retest right there. I'm looking for a little bit bigger retest. So if we get that, then that's where I really want to layer into short side of this move. Again, if we squeeze this up, this is really what we're looking for. We're looking for this hit down here. And that's where I would think the reversal to the upside would be, is at that level. So really, I'm looking for something like this and eventually back down to here. So tomorrow, I think I'm looking for more of a possible breakout move here, okay? And it may only break out up to this level here and then pull back to 18,925. But again, if it breaks out higher and pulls back, that's right into the trade to go long. That's my risk profile that I want to stick to. Same thing with the Dow. We're in a wedge. I'm looking to see how it behaves as it goes up. So this one's a little bit easier to trade right now. I do believe we go up further to this point right here. Let me go here. I believe we go up to this point here. We may pull back some before we go up there, but yeah, I do believe we at least hit a target of 40,518. Now, once it gets there, again, it's the same thing. We got a channel and a wedge. And we see if it holds there, comes back down, hits the bottom of this wedge, holds there, breaks out, or breaks out here, retest, and then out. So again, this is how it would be. I'll just draw it here, okay? So the two things we're looking for, we do believe that it's going to go up to 44.38, somewhere in there, 44.5 or 45, somewhere in there. We believe it's going to go up there. We'll see what it does there, but we could have this scenario where it comes back down, breaks, holds, comes back up, pulls back and breaks, retest, up, or we can just have a breakout, a retest, and up. Okay, those are what we're looking for, possibly going higher, and then we would have a change in direction once we reach a certain level. Okay, so if we go out to the day and we squeeze that up, what's that level? Well, it could be this right up in here, this level right here, right below there. Okay, we're looking at that. But again, this looks still, to me, on the longer term, very bearish. Okay, looks very bearish. It looks like it's getting ready to break to a big break to the downside. Now, where's the downside target on this? Again, whoops, didn't mean to do that. We'll get rid of that and get back down here. Downside target, again, is this channel here. So we're going to draw the channel. And it goes like something like this. To here. Okay. Need to adjust that a little bit, but you get kind of the idea, the picture of what we're looking at here. Get a little adjustment in there. We're looking at something like that. So we're looking at that downside target, our downside channel bottom, setting down here, about 32,000, 33,000. We're looking at that for a downside target. And this is a perfect flag to do that. But flags sometimes break out first before they break down. So we're very much prepared for that. But we're watching it intensely at these areas. Price is going to tell us if it's going to break out and move further up, or if it's going to hold here, roll over, and die. But we do have it going up to, again, at about 40, a little over about 4,500 is where we have it going to. So that's the trade for today. Yesterday we talked about the Japanese yen, about having a pullback. So we have received that pullback. Now we're watching to see if this holds. If it holds, we're going to go down and reach that downside target about 134.50. Okay. This pretty much wraps up the daily look ahead. Hope this helps you out. Again, if you want to come in, find out how we trade and how we make money every day, go ahead and click the link below or in the description of this video and come join us, and we'll see you in there. Take care. Talk to you tomorrow.